All right, we are going to go to a busier part of Houston today and see how 11.4.9 does in that area. Got a little free time this afternoon. The rest of the family was doing some other things, so and I'm off this week, so figured this might be good use of a hour or so, especially with 11.4.9 just recently coming out. I've used it quite a bit around here in my area of Northeast Houston, and it's been really good. But haven't taken it down to a couple other areas of Houston, which quite frankly just are more congested, have more traffic than this area. So what I think I'm going to do, what I've programmed in, is we're going to go look at that. There's a Cybertruck right there. Did y'all see that? Oh, I'm gonna have to come back. Wow. Okay, there is a Cybertruck in Porter, Texas. There is a Cybertruck in Porter, Texas. Wow. Well, that just threw me off a lot. What was I even thinking? What am I doing here? Where am I going? HEV? No. Well, we're definitely going to go take a look at that after this is done. I think everybody watching my video now has just completely like, what the hell are you doing? Turn around and go knock on that dude's door. Don't worry, we will. So, wow, that was cool. So yeah, that's, I've seen the Cybertruck up close a couple of times. I saw it when they had it on display at the Tesla Service Center over in Cypress. I'll take care of that nag. And then I saw it in Austin at the Cybertruck delivery event. I didn't get a chance to go to the Tesla Gigafactory, but I did see quite a few of them at the around the after party. And then interestingly, at the hotel I was staying at, there was one parked outside. So, but that's the first time I've seen it in quote unquote the wild, like an individual actually owning one. And it's right there in my neighborhood. Wow. Okay, that's cool. So back to the previously scheduled broadcast. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to the Heights. The Heights is a neighborhood here in Houston, within the city of Houston, not like in the suburbs where I'm at. And then we are going to take it into the museum district, Rice University area, and see how it does with a couple of coordinates around there. So that'll be a good test to see how 11.4.9 does in that area. I'll take care of the nag. Yes, that's pretty cool. That's the first time seeing a Cybertruck parked in a home driveway, and it's in my neighborhood. That is cool. That's interesting because the individual that lives at that house, I have never seen a Tesla in that driveway. I haven't seen a Tesla on that road. And like I said, I mean, in my neighborhood, which is a pretty good sized place of Porter, I want to say I've only seen maybe 2 or 3 other Teslas driving around, and I'm not even quite sure those are people that live in the neighborhood. It may be folks visiting, because I've seen 1 or 2, and then I haven't seen them again in a while. But there's probably a small handful. But I can tell you, on that particular street right there, I have never seen any Teslas parked on the street or in the driveways. And so the first time I see one, it's the frickin' Cybertruck. Well, that's not a statistic, that's an anecdote, but that may be an inclination of, you know, who may be interested in buying the Cybertruck. Somebody in Porter, Texas, who's never owned a Tesla or an EV. Interesting. All right, well, for purposes of this video, I'm going to have to temporarily try and get that out of my head. As hard as it may be, I'm going to do it. For purposes of what I want to do is to see how 11.4.9 does in other areas besides my neighborhood and the 10 to 15 mile radius around my area. Wow. Don't worry, I'm going to get it out of my head here in a second. It's not out yet, but it will be. So we're about to go underneath the bridge here and get on Highway 59. And I believe we'll take that to 610, the 610 loop that'll get us to the Heights. And then from there, I basically programmed in about 6 or 7 points of interest, going from the Heights to Rice University area, Museum District, Montrose, and Museum District. And just see how it goes. Hit the nag there. We're gonna go under the bridge. You know, one interesting question, if the individual owner of that Cybertruck is home, I'd be interested in whether it's got FSD, what version of FSD. I don't know the person that lives there. I mean, they only live a half mile from me, but I don't know them. But I can't imagine that he or she has not had individuals come knock on his door saying, wow, what is that? And if shit hits the fan, can I knock on your door? It's probably the gist from a lot of folks around there. All right, getting up on Highway 59 here. Everything is going extremely smooth thus far, but that's not a surprise. It's pretty smooth on previous versions as well. But I will say, I haven't really had a decrease, so to speak, in like the amount of interventions or something that I need to do. Because quite frankly, I didn't have a whole bunch of those in the previous versions. But definitely a bit smoother. Let me take care of that nag. A bit smoother in a lot of situations. Just kind of what I would say is just the overall driving experience. You know, the nuance of the driving experience has definitely gotten a little bit smoother in 11.4.9. leftmost lane here, fastest moving traffic. Don't have anybody behind me. I'm going about 76, and I'll just stay on this right now. I don't have anybody right behind me, but if I do, since I am in the leftmost lane, I'll probably jack up my speed here a little bit, just so I don't hold anybody back. I will say one thing about this version of FSD beta that's really no different than others. Really loves to hang out in the left-hand lane. All right. This whole speed limit thing, it's saying it's 45. Here, let me take care of that nag. It's saying that it's 45 right here, and it's obviously not 45. But here's the good part, is that it's, even though for some reason it's picking up 45, which my guess is maybe the on-ramp to the HOV lane is 45. Okay, now it's back up to 65. But even when it was registering 45, it kept my speed at 75 to go along with traffic. So that's, I like that. That was in the previous version, 11.4.7 as well, but I was really happy to see that. Now here's one thing, and I'm not going to take it out of it because I've got other locations programmed in here, so we're just going to have to go along with the navigation. And this is not a Tesla thing. This is a Google Maps thing that I've discovered. Is for whatever reason, here on Highway 59, the navigation likes to take me off of 59 and get on the Will Clayton Parkway exit, but then get right back onto 59. There's something about this little 2-mile section of 59 that Google Maps just does not like to be on. And a lot of times what I'll do is, if I'm only going to one destination, I'll just exit out of the navigation for about a mile or two and then plug the navigation back in once I'm past those exits. But since I have several points of interest pre-programmed in, unfortunately, I don't want to do that today and lose all my pre-programming. So we're just going to go along with the navigation. Honestly, it's not a huge deal because I think, as you'll see here in a second, there's not even a stoplight when you get off Westlake Houston Parkway. You basically get right back on 59. But it's just silly. I don't know why Google Maps is doing that. And I did confirm that. I like when the navigation kept repeatedly doing that, I wondered, like, where's this coming from? And I went on Google Maps, and sure enough, that's what Google Maps will have you do as well. So I don't know if that's, that's not even anything that Tesla can do anything about, seeing that it's a Google Maps thing. But I don't know if there's somebody to contact at Google, at Alphabet. I don't know. See, here we are. We're going to get right back on 59. And there was nothing. And unfortunately, there's one more exit that it does the same thing with. It's the Green Roads exit. So we're going to have to do this one more time, and then we'll be home free. So sorry about that, folks. But again, like I said, I just don't want to mess up the pre-programming that I did beforehand. Nice day here in Houston. Sunny, 68 degrees. It's actually in the low 70s when I looked on the Weather Channel last. Yes, yeah, just a perfect day in Houston. You know, about the only time of year. Say November, December, even January, pretty nice for us. February can be pretty bad. Not as bad as folks in the Midwest, Northeast, and Northwest, obviously. All right, gonna take one more exit and then get back up on 59 again. And for the life of me, I don't know why Google does this, but not a huge deal, just weird. See, it doesn't even want to get back up on 59 right there. It wants to go down about another mile. So I don't know if at one point in time when Google Maps was programming this area, there was a lot of construction going on in this part of 59. But if it was, that was a long time ago. I would be curious if there's anybody else who lives in Houston, lives on the northeast side of town, if the same thing happens to you, or if there's other areas around Houston where you have a similar issue with the navigation. I would be curious about it, and I'd be curious if you go on Google Maps and punch in the exact same navigation, you get the same thing, because that's how I discovered where the issue was and it's not even something you can report to Tesla, and I don't know if Google Maps has a reporting mechanism, but I will get off of that. We're going to be home free back on 59 and won't have to worry about it again, but so I will stop talking about that. About to get back on 59 here. Get over a lane, and we'll be on 59 for about 9 miles until we get to the 610 loop. Okay. Picking up a little speed here, moving over into a faster lane. There. Move over to a faster lane. Actually going the speed limit. Isn't that a novelty? big Dodge Ram truck. Nag there. Right, about 6 more miles to the 610 loop. Got a couple of Dodge Rams here. One to our right, and I believe that's a Dodge Ram up in front of us. It's obviously gotten jacked up a little bit on the aftermarket, and got the Mickey Mouse ears going on. The side mirrors. Not gonna lie, I'm still thinking about that damn Cybertruck. Oh man, that was incredible. That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm on the list. I pre-ordered, but I'm way down on the list, so unfortunately it'll probably be a while before I join him as another Cybertruck owner and porter. But that is really, really cool. Love seeing that. Who knows? Maybe I'll knock on his door. He or she would be really, really nice. See the Model S Plaid. I just parked in front of their house, and they'll say, "Come on, let's go for a ride." Or they could shoot me. Both of which are possibilities in Porter, Texas. No, I'm just kidding. Good people around there. Well armed, but definitely good people. All right, got about 3 more miles to the 610 loop. Excuse me. Didn't see that nag with the sun. I think y'all have noticed the frequency of the nags. I haven't really noticed too much of a difference. If I would say incrementally it's gotten a little bit better for me with 11.4.9. I would say that on the previous version I was getting the nag about every 2.5 minutes, and on 11.4.9 I would say I mean it's still like 2.5 to 3 minutes. So I would say incrementally I've seen the frequency go down maybe about 10 to 15 seconds on average. Don't get me wrong, there are times when I've gone 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes before getting my first nag, which is kind of nice little plus. All right, we're gonna need to start moving over here to get to 610. We got about 1.5 miles, and we need to get over, I want to say now, probably another couple of lanes, I believe. But I think we got enough distance to do it. 1 mile, yeah, we can get over 2 lanes in 1 mile. Should be able to. Start getting over. think we can get on 610 from here. I don't know. We may need to get over another one. Yep, we're gonna have to get over another one. All right, are we gonna be able to do it? Are you gonna do it? There you go. Good deal. And now we will take the 610 West exit. Take the on-ramp. Very smooth. Very smooth. Got to do a little merging when we get up here. That wasn't too bad. Nobody to merge with. That's good. Now 610 can get a little packed, even on holiday weeks and weekends. I wanted to get over to the left there, but car did not want us to do it. Now we're good to go. So the first place we're going to go is a neighborhood called the Heights. So we're going to ride along 610 here for a few more exits. Let me take care of the nag. Over. And I've programmed in one particular point of interest in the Heights. It's a restaurant, pretty well-liked restaurant in the Heights. A lot of people like to go to, called the Rice Box. Been there a few times, really good. And see how the navigation does getting us there. And then once we get to the Rice Box, we will continue on with our trip, which I believe I programmed to take us to the Menil Collection in Montrose, and then on to Rice University, and then on to the Museum District. And we'll just see how it does. Wants to get over to the right lane here. Stop for a second. Made sure it had enough room. Got over. Very good. Very smooth. Alright, we're going to need to get over one more lane to get off on this exit. And there we go. Great job. Once we're off this exit, we're technically in the Heights neighborhood of Houston, but I think we'll go up here a couple of traffic stops and then take a left to go south into the Heights. Got a Harley Davidson dealership over there. You know, get yourself a hog. Ooh, take care of the nag. right, here we go. I think we're going to go up to the next traffic stop. And like I said before, we'll take a left to go south into the Heights. Go to Space City. We are Space City. Although Boca Chica is vying to take that moniker away from us. But still in Texas. Take a left under the bridge here, the 610 bridge. See how we do. Very smooth. Now we got to get over a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. Get over to the right lane because we will be turning right. Not immediately, but in about a half mile. So we are now in the Heights. A lot of restaurants. A lot of fixer-upper homes. It's a very old neighborhood in Houston that really kind of went into disarray back in the 80s and 90s. And then I would say right around the turn of the, around 2000, the city made an effort to really revitalize it, and now the Heights is just beautiful. One of the better neighborhoods inside of Houston proper, inside of the city of Houston. Go through this traffic stop at 20th Street, and I believe we're going to turn right at the next one. Yep. Here we go. See how we do here. Good smooth turn. Got a lot of cars parked on the side of the road here. Does very well with that. You see, it's kind of got that old town feel because this is a very old neighborhood in Houston. So that's one of the things I really, really like that they've done here is they've restored, kept some of the old architecture and just restored it. All right, turning right. B&B Butchers, that's a great restaurant too. And here we are. We are at the Rice Box. Let's go ahead and get on in here. All right, let me find a spot here that makes the most sense. All right, the next one, the Neil collection. Let's see. Get up here. Well, it won't let me. I think I'm gonna have to get out on the road for this one because it's not, there we go. Yeah, it's not letting me. So let's get out on the road here so that it can even register. There we go. Yeah, sometimes in a parking lot, especially those little bitty parking lots, you can't even turn on FSD. So now we are headed from the rice box in the Heights. We're going to drive through the Heights here a little bit, and we're going to go to the Manil collection in Montrose. Slowing down a little bit here. Let this Wagoneer do its thing. A lot of new apartments. A lot of young people like to live here too because it's so close to downtown. So if you work downtown, it's you know, just a few miles away. All right. Bit of construction around this area, and it looks like the roads may not be in the best shape ever, but we got through it. Good deal. And we're gonna take a left at this next traffic stop. Ooh, Lord, look at that. That is a huge Denali. Wow. And talk about jacked up and aftermarket tires. Jeez. Yeah, I can see a lot of sidewalk and roadside construction going on. You got some really old homes right here that are being revitalized. So still a work in progress even in the Heights, but just really happy to see that they've taken this really old historic neighborhood and brought it back to life. All right, there you go. Come on. Yeah, I think that works. That was not the smoothest in the world. That work zone. Yeah, that was not the smoothest left turn. Technically unprotected for a second, and then it got protected. But yeah, I think the work zone area here kind of threw it for a little bit. But again, no biggie. You got through it. Didn't have to intervene or help out. It may, yeah, I was gonna say, you're definitely gonna have to nag me here. more orange cones and cars. Yeah, I was getting surprised. I was like, where's the nag? Come on, nag me. A little bit of bump in the road there. All right, we are on Shepherd Drive, driving through the Heights, heading towards the Montrose neighborhood of Houston. Montrose, another historic neighborhood in Houston. Also has been revitalized quite a bit in the last 20 or 30 years. And Montrose is, you know, a predominantly LGBTQ area of Houston, so got a lot of great history there, a lot of great culture, fantastic restaurants, a lot of little quirky stores you can go into, like if you like to, what's that term? God, my kid went to go do it. What do they call it when you go to like those stores that have old stuff? What do they call that? Oh, somebody will tell me. But you know what I'm talking about, where like thrift stops and stores with a lot of old records, old clothes. I think maybe they call it thrifting. I don't know. But Montrose is a great place to go to and really just to kind of hang out. You know, cafes, restaurants, good music. Take care of the nag there. Very eclectic. I would say that if you're in Houston and you wanted to go to a place that had more of like an Austin feel to it, that's Montrose. When you're in Montrose, you almost feel like you're in Austin. So, great little area of town. All right, I think after we cross over this bridge, we are technically in Montrose. See downtown Houston to my left, or maybe you can't, but maybe you did it earlier. Take care of the nag. Actually, I take that back. We're about to go over I-10. That's technically where Montrose starts. It's just south of I-10. So, and here we go. Crossing over the I-10 bridge. Now, I will say one thing about the Heights, Montrose, the Museum District to a certain degree, is the roads definitely, as you probably just felt, looking at my, a little more bumpy, a little older, versus the roads out in the burbs where I live, where, you know, quite frankly, you know, a lot newer. But that's okay. Nothing we can't handle in Tesla. Now we should have a lot more Tesla sightings around here. I haven't seen one yet, but I know there's a bunch more around here in Montrose than there are where I live in Porter. Last time I was down here in Montrose, I saw some really beautiful older Model S's. The you know, the S's that they did back in the day, 2012, 13, 14. Owners have really taken care of them, and they were beautiful, just absolutely gorgeous. All right, continuing to move here through South Shepherd. Or Shepherd Drive, I should say. I'm not actually on South Shepherd. St. Thomas High School to the left. Very old, renowned high school here in Houston. Now we're kind of mixing in neighborhoods. We're technically in the River Oaks area of Houston, but this is one of those areas where you can be in Montrose 1 minute, River Oaks the next, then back in Montrose, so kind of intermingles a bit. River Oaks is again a very historic neighborhood in Houston. Beautiful homes. You know, I guess you would call it, you would say back in the day, it was the affluent area of Houston. So, you know, a lot of big, beautiful homes. A little bit narrow roads here. Bit narrow for being a 2-lane, but doing well. Side traffic trying to merge in. Nice Range Rover. You will see a lot of those in River Oaks. They love Range Rovers around here and Land Cruisers. I'm surprised I haven't seen more Rivians around River Oaks, but I haven't. Got a hand car wash over there. I ought to try that place out. All right, the original Specs, the very first Specs wine and liquor store. Specs is a very famous fine wines, fine foods, just overall huge liquor store in the Houston area, really all over Texas now, but that was the original one where it started. Somewhere around here is the old, I forget what they call it, the Comedy Club or Laugh Factory. It's where Sam Kinison got his start. Who else came out of Houston? Sam Kinison kind of got big out of here. Oh, there's a few more. I'm just not coming to my mind right now. Bill Hicks. Some of y'all are probably like, who the hell are these people? And then just some Houston history. Yeah, Sam Kinison, Bill Hicks. Oh gosh, what's his name? The old, Ron White. It doesn't exist anymore. They don't have that comedy club anymore. But it was right around this area right here back in the day. Really big back in the 80s. I never went. I was too young at that time to partake in a comedy club, especially one being headlined by Sam Kinison and Bill Hicks. But yeah, just a little Houston history there for you. That was before Sam and Bill and all them moved out to LA and really catapulted up, but this is where they were discovered. All right, heading further into River Oaks here, and we're trying to take a left, but we're gonna give them a wave. Absolutely, no problem. I think they thought we were stopping for them. We were doing, but I don't know. That's all right. I'll give them the wave back anyway. All right. Hopefully the individual behind me was wanting to turn left as well. But only way to turn left here, so it is what it is. Nobody honked at me, so I think they understood. Got the famous Alabama Theater up there. That's a Montrose institution. It's a Trader Joe's now. Of course it's a Trader Joe's. Let's take something that was an eclectic, type of establishment back in the day in Montrose, and let's turn it into a Trader Joe's. Perfect. All right, we should be able to turn now. There we go. Come on, get a little confidence. You gotta go. There you go. It took it a little while to get its confidence there, though. That was, oh man, dude on his bike. Hopefully he's okay. I hope he's okay. Is that all right? You all right, Bob? All right, no problem. Hey, that's what you got to do. All right, I know we want to turn, but we're going to let him. We're going to wait until Tesla wants to give him a chance to. All right, I think he gave him a shot. Well, hope he doesn't take a spill again, but that's the only way you learn. Me personally, no thanks. I don't have any interest. Ooh, I don't like those potholes. No interest in riding a motorcycle. I get it. Hair going, you know, wind going through your hair, or for me, what's left of it. Now this one, we're gonna have to creep up a little bit more. This is, you don't have a lot of view. All right, we got clearing, we can go. Let's take it. All right, good job. Again, little bit slow. Hey, we got a Tesla sighting up there. And I think that's a Model Y. I am not, you know, one thing I need to get better at, I obviously recognize my other Model S's, but I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes it's hard in a split sec for me to, like between a Y and an X, it's difficult for me. I know the Model X's are obviously bigger, but sometimes just from a distance, it's a little hard for me to differentiate. You know, probably like, dumbass, how can you not differentiate an X from a Y? But I'll tell you, for me, from a distance, sometimes it's a little difficult. Both of them beautiful cars. I know the X has obviously got a lot more space and a better battery. But, all right. Coming close up here to the Menil collection. And I chose the Menil collection not just because it's in Montrose, but it's a, you know, it's obviously a popular spot for a lot of folks to visit. All right, and here we are. So I am going to pull in here and get our navigation going again. So the next place we're going to go is to Lovett Hall at Rice University on the campus. Let's see if it can take us there. Let's continue on with the trip, but we're going to have to wait until we get navigation again. I don't know if, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Oh, we have to slow that down a bit, obviously. All right, we are in the parking lot of the Menil collection. Let's hope. Let's see if FSD can navigate out of the parking lot. I may need to let's see. Okay. Needed to make up its mind about where it wanted to go. It's going to have to recalibrate here. Oh, we got some folks, looks like they're taking pictures. Beautiful family there. They think I'm spying on them right now. I'm not. I'm just waiting on my car. Woo, talk about narrow. Holy moly, look at this. I'm taking my sunglasses off for this one so I can see. Oh, very good. Slowed down for the speed bump. Well, I don't know if it slowed down for the speed bump or if it slowed down for that car. You know what? I'll take it. It slowed down for the speed bump. Man, I had to take my sunglasses off. It's no sun coming in this area. All right, turning left here. Another fairly narrow road, but we're doing well. Wow, that's pretty good. Got out of the, I didn't even have to re-navigate. Just got into the parking lot and hit it again. Hit the FSD button and we're off again. All right, we need to take a right, but it is waiting for some additional on. I may put my, well, I can leave my sunglasses off for right now. And here we go. Now we were off to Rice University. See how we do there. University of St. Thomas to our right there. Another great school here in Houston. It's a college. University of St. Thomas. And we're going to make a right here on Montrose Boulevard. Got a pedestrian. Let's do not hit a pedestrian on Montrose Boulevard, please. There you go. Perfect. A little cautious, but we needed to be cautious there. Great job. All right, now we are on Montrose Boulevard, which is obviously in Montrose. headed to Rice University. A little drink here for my throat. Doing a lot of jaw jacking here. Nice. Continuing to go on through, crossing over Richmond Avenue. Yeah, the corner of Montrose and Richmond, Montrose and Dunlake, this is right smack dab in the middle. A bunch of nice restaurants here on my left-hand side and right-hand side. Really good restaurants. Not a lot of parking. So you're definitely going to be valeting, or heck, I would even say park someplace else and go Uber. But restaurants are really worth it. All right, crossing over 59, the 59 bridge. Continuing on into Montrose. Slowing down a little bit for that Hyundai that has his nose out in the road. Probably shouldn't be doing that. All right, now I think we're going to be going around the traffic circle here in Herman Square, and the last time I did this I got stuck on it for about 3 loops. The old Clark Griswold, look kids, Big Ben, Parliament. Look kids, Big Ben, Parliament. Great movie, great scene too. All right. Slow down a little bit there, and I think you can see the fountains in the traffic circle up ahead. Let's see, I'm gonna put my sunglasses back on for this. No, actually I'm gonna leave them off. Got a little stop sign up here, which obviously we will come to a complete and total stop, and then gauge the rest of traffic heading into the traffic circle. Let me hit the nag. Perfect timing for a nag. Well, did great on that one, but we didn't really have to go through a whole bunch of... All right, we got a great job. Great job. Now, I'm going to be curious to see how long our navigation lasts here, though. For some reason, the GPS data here in the Rice University area is just crap. I don't know why. You can kind of... Well, you probably can't from where you're seeing, but you can kind of see it on the map right there. But we'll see. Hopefully I don't have to take over because of GPS data. That would suck. I wouldn't suck, but it'd just be like, man, all the software engineers in Palo Alto and Austin are doing all of this great work, and I got to take over because of GPS data? Something that's not even inside their 4 walls. All right, moving on through, and we've actually, Rice University is over to the right hand side, so I just picked one particular location on the campus, but beautiful campus. I don't know if any of y'all, you're ever in Houston, I highly recommend taking an hour or 2 driving over to Rice University, take care of the nag there, and just walking around. It is a beautiful campus, just absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's always had the moniker, they call it the Harvard of the South. Definitely a lot of smart kids there, that's for sure. All right, we're going to take a right up here on Cambridge. Let's see how we do, which will put us into the Rice University campus. So we are on the Rice campus now. Let's see how well we do on this. Doing well, slowing down, being cautious, doesn't want to hit kids. Aren't a lot of kids out right now. They must be all studying. Okay, got a pedestrian, and we're slowing down. Perfect, perfect. Let her get through. Absolutely. Oh, she looked back and gave me the nod. Look at that. Look at that, Tesla. Young lady gave you a nod. And what are we going to do here? We got to turn right. And it's just being very cautious. It knows where it's at. You know, because there's probably some young budding software engineers on this campus right now that Tesla FSD knows it doesn't want to piss them off because it may be working on them soon. All right, what are we doing? Man, these are narrow right here. Some folks there, and we are coming up on Lovett Hall here in a and then it is just gorgeous. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it from here, but just absolutely gorgeous. A lot of folks checking you out, Tesla. Yeah, beautiful. All right, well, did that well. So now let's take it out of that, continue on. Continue our trip to the Museum of Fine Arts in Houston. Yeah, I had to take it out in order to continue the trip, but I guess that's just normal for the software. All right, that's Rice University. Some more buildings there to my left and directly in front of us. Progressing on through. Slow down a little bit here. Got cars parked to the right. Man, this is just a gorgeous campus. But yeah, I would have had to put about 200 more points on my SAT. And even then, not so sure. Yeah, I think this is a 1400 plus, maybe even 1500 plus type of campus. And me with my pedestrian 1200 something, that ain't gonna hack it. Good enough for state work, good enough for state school, but hey, I'm not mad at all. I went to a great state school, got a great education. But yeah, if you get a chance to visit Houston, definitely come to the Rice campus. It is just gorgeous. All right, we're gonna keep going. Oh, take over immediately. All right, let me help it through here. So it got a little confused right here. Let's see, there we go. Now it's gonna pick back up. All right, I had to take over to get it over that crosswalk there and that crosswalk, the lines there were just a little bit Yankee. Well, that's all right. Got the Rice police there. Slowing down a little bit here. All right, why are we stopping right here? Poor GPS. Well, I thought I was going to have to intervene, but I didn't. Poor GPS location. Well, no duh. Yeah, I told you. The GPS data here is just, yeah. So that takeover there was due to a weird little crosswalk and then the GPS data just going out. So let's see if it can get through here. Now, got Rice University Stadium over to our left. So again, yeah, I just hate that for all those folks working so hard on FSD beta. And, you know, here I've got a takeover because of GPS. In the middle of Houston. I don't know why. What is it about this area? The Rice University Museum District. All right, we're coming to a stop. And we got some pedestrians, so let's let them through. And it's creeping up. And here we go. Yeah, I was wondering what FSD was going to do there, because at first I think it was going to wait for the mom and her kids, but then the mom wanted to wait for me. So thankfully FSD picked up on that and just decided to go ahead and go on through. So we're circling around Rice University now. We're heading to the Museum of Fine Arts. Well, we've had one takeover that the car forced me to take it over, but that was entirely due to GPS. At first I thought it was because of the way that crosswalk was painted, it was just weird. Obviously that a crosswalk on the Rice University campus is not going to be painted for the benefit of full self-driving vehicles. but yeah, I thought that's what it was, but no, what it ended up being is the GPS data just went completely out. So I had to take, the car forced me to take over and get it to a spot where the GPS data was showing back up again. So do not put that one on FSD. Do not put that one on the engineers in Palo Alto and Austin. That was not their fault at all. You know what might cure something like that? Just have your own Starlink embedded into your Tesla. Maybe that's the next step, so you don't have issues like that. I don't even know if that's possible. Like I said, 1220 on the SAT. So if you're looking to me for whether there's Starlink compatibility in a full self-driving vehicle, I'm not the guy to give you those insights. I love driving it. Man, these trees are just gorgeous. These willowing oaks just growing out over the roadway here. Probably helping to kill the GPS data. Maybe that's what it is. Somebody let me know if y'all know what the actual scientific reason for why GPS data would be so piss poor on the Rice University campus and the museum district in general, when it's literally 2 to 3 miles away from downtown Houston, Texas, the third largest city in the United States. Makes no sense. All right. Heading back to the traffic circle again. Getting over in the right-hand lane. We are headed to the Museum of Fine Arts of Houston, Texas. All right, heading into the traffic circle. See how we do. We're slowing down quite a bit. In fact, we're stopping and we're letting that car go through. And then we're still, all right, it is going like it knows it needs to go. And there we go. I'm going to give them a wave on that one. All right, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Everybody's going slow. Everybody doesn't know what to do, just like you. So just, there you go. Keep on moving through. There you go. There you go. There you go. Let that lady figure out where she's going. Just keep going. We're good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at you. Don't get arrogant now, because you were a little choppy there at first. But everybody listening, you will notice there were no honks, no horns honking. And you know why? Because nobody else knew. The FSD knew what to do, but the FSD knew that everybody else didn't know what to do. And it sure as hell wasn't gonna get out there and put itself on an island. Very good job, FSD. Very good job. Now, what would have been crappy is if the GPS went out on me right in the middle of that traffic circle. Then I definitely would have been stuck. But that was a great job. Great job. I would highly, much more prefer it be cautious like that and give other folks the right of way, even if it maybe has the right of way, in a traffic circle such as that one. That is a very complicated traffic circle, because you can go from any one lane, you can go about 3 different ways out of that traffic circle. So, good job. Whew. I'm not going to lie, though. Going through that particular traffic circle in a full self-driving beta, albeit full self-driving vehicle, your heart goes up a little bit, because you know everybody else in that traffic circle has no clue where they need to go, and they're figuring it out on the fly. So, all right, we are coming up on the Museum of Fine Art. I think yep, there we are. So we are there. So I am going to take it out of FSD. It's right there to the right. So if we wanted to go in, we would park right there. So I'm going to continue trip and hit the FSD once it re-registers. There we go. And now we are going to go to the Holocaust Museum of Houston, which should not be very far, but we may, because I'm in the rightmost lane and I think it needs to get over to the left. I don't know if it's going to be able to. Let's see, are they going to be nice enough to yeah, thank you very much, man. Hey, that was a Ford F-150 that led us over, so don't be trashing Jim Farley and Ford right now, because they just did me a solid. Thank you, Jim Farley, for letting me over to the left in the middle of the museum district in Houston. All right, we got a four-way stop here, so once those cars come on through, we should be going to the left. Let's see, we got some pedestrians as well, so hopefully that doesn't spook it too much. Nope, doing good. Let's get on through. Perfect, perfect. Great job, great job. All right, got a four-way stop, and then we will progress on through. Actually, no, it's got pedestrians. So we're at the Holocaust. You know what I'm gonna do? We're at the Holocaust Museum. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of FSD and recalibrate here. I wonder if I can just drive by. Maybe y'all can see it. So yep, this is the Holocaust Museum of Houston. Beautiful place. Let me back up here, and we will get FSD going again. So perfect. Took us right. It was taking us right into the parking lot there. All right. I may need to get back up on the road here to let it register. All right. Yep, it's showing that we are now at the Holocaust Museum of Houston. So let me continue trip, and we will go to the Children's Museum of Houston. I am taking y'all to all of the big museums. Look at me. See how smart and learned I am? I'm taking you to all of the main. You don't have to go to the museums now. I'm taking you to all the museums in the Houston Museum District. I'm gonna go straight through here, very narrow road. Cars parked to the side. Did that very well. And then we're gonna take a right up here on La Branch. Okay, got a person on a bike. Let's not hit her. Good job. All right, got a little construction going on up here too, so see how we do going through that. It may get a little spooked right here to get to the Children's Museum. We got a four-way stop, so we should be good there, but we've got some stuff in the, all right. Oh, not very good roads. I guarantee you it's gonna nag me here in a second. Nope, where's my nag? What, you're not nagging me right now? Holy moly, how can you not be nagging me? All right, got a four-way stop. You can see the Children's Museum over there to the left. Really great place, especially when you got small kids. All right, we're at a four-way stop. We should progress on through here. Autopilot navigation complete. Well, why don't you complete it once there we go. Okay, got over. Let me get out of the crosswalk here. Continue trip, and we're gonna go to the Houston Museum of Natural Science. Continue on. So see there, took us right up to the front of the Children's Museum. All right, got somebody getting out of their truck. Thank you, FSD, for avoiding them. All right, need to creep up here a little bit. Lots of cars parked on the side of the road, so it is going slow, and so is that car. So great job, FSD. That car really didn't know where it was going. That's the thing about the museum district. Obviously, most folks that are down here don't live in the museum district. They're visiting here from other parts of Houston or other parts of the country. And so they're having a tough time. Now we need to turn left here. This is a four-way stop, but with a lot of pedestrians, so it is taking its time. Oh, you know what? There we go. Come on, move your way through. Move your way through. All right, come on. There we go. I thought I was going to have to intervene there and give it a little acceleration, but I did not have to. Good job. All right, we are at the Museum of Natural Science. So I'm going to take it out of FSD. Move on up here. Continue trip. All right. Almost done, folks. Almost done. Whew, there is a sea of humanity around here right now. This is probably one of the more popular museums that we just went to, the Museum of Natural Science that we went to, that we drove in front of, Museum of Natural Science. So this is where you'll see the dinosaurs. You know, they had a Egyptian mummy exhibit here for quite a long time. Really cool stuff. So we're headed to a point of interest in Herman Park. So right in front of us, you can see Herman Park. Oh, got a pedestrian. No problem. Have a nice day. Enjoy the dinosaurs. Don't let the T-Rex get you. All right, we're trying to turn left here, but again, lots of pedestrians, so it is just taking its time. And you notice, folks are behind me, but they are not honking because they saw the nice young lady there give me a wave. There we go, perfect. FSD, when you have GPS data, I got a couple more stops, so I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up. I'm not saying a damn thing. Not saying nothing till we're done. So now we are driving through Herman Park. So to my left is the Herman Park golf course. You might be able to see some fellas out there playing around a golf. To my right is Herman Park, where, you know, you can come out here with your kids and run around, let them run around and have a not a cookout, but have a picnic. Yeah, you don't cook out there. You'll get arrested for that. And then directly in front of us to the right, I think you can see all the cars parked in the parking lot. That's the Houston Zoo. So we got the zoo right over there. And those big buildings you see in the background, that's the medical center. So the world famous Texas Medical Center. Tell you what, if you ever, and hopefully none of you this ever happens to, but if you ever have a really, really big medical matter, and it's, you know, this is the place to come. The Texas Medical Center in Houston, Texas, world renowned. People fly in from all over the world for certain procedures. Again, I hope that nobody, myself included, in this ever have to partake in or visit. All right, we're gonna get stopped here by the, I haven't had to intervene to stop. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna take it out because we're actually here. So that was perfect. I thought it was gonna stop for the cop, but it actually stopped because our destination is right there. So let me get over, or let me get through this first. So that was where, and we made it through there. So I'm just gonna, let me see if I can get, well, let the FSD get going here. Okay. Actually, I think that was, yep, that was the end of the trip. So you know what I'm gonna do? Let me get out of FSD, pull over to the side for a second, be one of those cars I was complaining about earlier, parked to the side. So that was pretty good. One takeover, and that was entirely due to poor GPS data. Basically, the GPS just went out there in Rice University. So that is not FSD's. But I think you saw. I took you to several big points of interest in the Heights, Montrose, and the Museum District. Took you through the traffic circle twice. And it got through it. I did not get stuck on the traffic circle this time. like Clark Griswold. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna head on back up to here, but I wanted to do that. Yeah, the GPS thing, I'm gonna do a little bit more reading on that and see what Tesla may have in store for something like that, because there's got to be other places around the country where the GPS data just completely goes out. So I'm interested to see what is in the works on something like that. But anyway, really, really good. Again, no takeovers due to FSD, no interventions at all. I came close to intervening a couple of times, but it worked its way through. But very smooth ride. Went through a whole bunch of narrow roads, whole bunch of tight turns. Basically got all the way through one of the most a college campus with probably more trees on it than the rest of Houston, and did really, really well. So yeah, really good. So let me know if you like this video. I can do more of these, you know, kind of go into certain sections of Houston and seeing how it does there, how it does in those areas. But that's 11.4.9 in the Heights, Montrose, Rice University, and the Museum District of Houston, Texas. Really, really, really good. Got to figure out something on GPS, because guess what? I think version 12 is going to have to run off of GPS as well, right? I don't think you're going to be able to do any versions without this, you know, the actual GPS data working. So anyway, I will stop there. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me know. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.